Lynchburg, Virginia, better known as Hill City, an historic place that takes pride in nature's beauty and a love of art and music. And of course, with every good city comes a good bar or two. Welcome to a place where we get personal intakes of real-life bar situations from actual bar workers and bar goers. So grab a drink, take a seat. You're about to enter Bar Zone.
Hi, welcome to Bar Zone, where we discuss and debate topics while also checking out our local bar. I'm Ty. Let's take a look.
Iron and Ale is a friendly, speedy service bar and restaurant that takes pride in making everyone feel welcome. The bar and restaurant has been successful since opening in January of 2018. From the new modern look to the diverse progressive menu option, you will not be disappointed. If that's not enough, you are also able to enjoy one of 8 different signature drinks on tap, all crafted in-house, along with 36 different beers on tap and 4 wines on tap as well for you to come out and to enjoy any day of the week.
So you're out at the bar having a good time, then all of a sudden your jam comes on. What's wrong with grooving to the beat?
Hey, go for it. Why not? You know, if they're going to let you do it, do it. You know, it's entertaining for me as a patron. I know from the bartending or running the bar aspect, I definitely can't have that happen. But, you know, I got no problem sitting back and watching it.
I'm going to be honest with you. I have 2 solid dance moves. That's it. There's no repertoire. I got a left-right move and a shoulder thing. That's all I got.
If there's a song that I like that they are playing, I do my moves like, but it's silly, so.
Got 2 moves and you can't see them. I have to save them for special times. Like I can't. They're simple, but they're complex. I just gotta keep them tucked away for when I need them.
I'm always dancing. I can't help it. Whether I'm in a bar or not, I'm dancing in the car. I'm dancing in the grocery store. If my song comes on, you better believe I'm about to dance.
Tell them calm down at first. They're going to calm down. Then as soon as you turn your back, they're going to start doing what they was doing. Then you go to them, look, you either going to act accordingly or you're going to go.
Yeah. I'm not much of a dancer. Like I said, if you ever see me dancing in the bar, I'm pretty hammered. Yeah, the 2 things I always tell people, that and singing karaoke. If you ever see me doing either one of those things, I'm more than drunk.
Because as bad as I am at dancing, I have friends who are horrible dancers, like awful. And that's why I respect them, because they don't care. They'll just 3 beers and a shot, and they'll dance wherever in the middle of the street if they need to. I respect that. I just can't. I just know how awful my dance moves are, so I just keep them to the 2 moves. I don't try to do anything spectacular.
It depends on the song, I guess. I'm always twerking. I have a twerking problem a little bit, slightly. You remember when Cash Money Records took over for the 99 in the 2000?
I see people go out and it breaks out into like a Footloose scene, and I'm just standing there like, more power to you.
I'm going to get them on Snapchat. I'm going to record them and show them the next morning. Show everybody.
But I don't mind when people dance at the bar, but I'm not about to like break out any cardboard and spin around on the floor or anything. I'm not a dancer. It's not my forte.
Do not come to the bar if you know you cannot afford your drink. Bar tip.
I'm drinking, you're drinking, hell, we're all drinking.
I like them being bought for me, and I don't mind buying them for people.
I don't really like taking shots, so I tend to just not buy shots.
Depends on what alcohol it is.
I'm pretty good at holding my liquor, like, cause I don't really drink beer. I drink like 2 beers, a Vienna lager, and it's one other beer they have a bootlegger that I drink. I don't drink a lot of beer. I drink liquor. I drink the same kind, so I know what to expect every time. It's just sometimes you can only take so much, and I'm usually in the car on the way home by the time I get there.
slow down, because Fireball will definitely get you there.
If I'm out with some friends and I'm buying some shots or having some drinks with my friends, number one, I want to make sure that we are all, together and we're not going to cause no trouble. At the end of the day, we want to drink and have ourselves a good time, but we don't want to over excessively drink. So we still want to be responsible at the same token, because this is, our line of work, and we know how drunk people can be. So we don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it.
I'm a shot taker, definitely. And typically sip a beer, drink a shot, do a liquor drink, or but yeah.
When I'm out and I'm not working, I buy a couple shots for the fellas. I'm already going out with some fellas that I know that's not gonna cause no trouble, so I don't really have to worry about that. And plus they know I ain't for all that starting trouble stuff, because we can handle whatever we can handle outside the bar.
Yeah.
You know,
All day.
we ain't got to come to the bar and start no trouble.
I'm a lightweight, and I get what's called the Asian flush, which is we get really, really red when we drink alcohol, and it's just our I get so hot and my heart starts beating so fast. So whenever I do drink the hard liquor, I don't like that. Like, I don't like feeling that. I just feel it's like that uncomfortable drunk. So I tend to stay away from the hard liquor.
I'm a Rumplemints drinker. Not a lot of people drink Rumplemints. I like to buy it for other people. I started drinking that years ago. A place I used to bartend with, all the bartenders drank it. So that's how I started drinking it. And it's 100 proof. So it's a little more alcohol for the same price as most things. That's why they drank it. But starting off when I was younger, 2 or 3 of those kind of sends you black out a little bit. But now, yeah, I like to buy them for people. It's a fun shot to take.
I'm a Henny guy.
Yeah, man, good gracious, that's a good question. I drank anything from Fireballs to Jaeger bombs.
Yeah. I drink anything as long as it's not Parmesan.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm good.
Yeah, we don't want no rough gut stuff.
Yeah.
Beer, or a light drink.
I like Patron. If I'm going to do shots, I'll do Patron, as long as I have a lime and a salt. And sometimes Fireball.
Always make sure you tip, whether it's your bartender or your DJ. They'll appreciate you. Bar tip.
While hanging out at the bar, you always see them, you guessed it, drunk people.
Oh, wow. How
It's
how do you deal with them? The best way you can.
Yeah, it's really no real predictable way to deal with drunk people.
Because every drunk is different.
Yeah.
Every person that's drinking is different. You got to try to handle them accordingly, how they acting. You can find like the happy drunk.
Yeah,
they really don't want no problem at all.
Just want to talk.
But just want to talk, or either he just
got your aggressive drunk.
Yeah, you got your aggressive drunk that thinks that he's Superman. So it all depends. You gotta handle it accordingly.
The only time I really get drunk is on my birthday, and my friends know. Everyone volunteers to DD, so they just know that's the one night that they're gonna have to deal with me. Like 364 days of the year, you will never have to deal with me. But on my birthday, they expect it at this point.
I can recall, several different occasions that, I know a person is too intoxicated. Of course, when they start, rambling on, talking situations. Some of them are good, some of them didn't turn out that good, The worst thing to ever do is try to stop a person that wants to continue to drink, cut them off from drinking.
You got to.
So, that's the first thing and foremost, is just cut them off. If they don't know the limits for them. You know what I mean? So you got to be responsible enough to say, hey, man, you're not kicked out forever, but for the night you had too much to drink. We can call you a cab. We can see whether or not a friend will take you home. And try to be good to them and be cordial to them, but also let your point be across to them. Hey, you can't do that, man. Yeah, you can't do that.
Well, typically before they get too drunk, you probably cut them off before they get too drunk. But
I've taken drinks from people and crushed the drink up in our hand. Yeah. Do whatever I got to do to make sure they're going to stop doing what they're doing inside the club or the place or the restaurant.
Too drunk, you tell their friends they got to get them out of there. Can't be in the bar if you're that drunk.
I would consider myself the mom always looking out for other people. But yeah, if it's like if they're really like sloppy or just annoying, then I'm just like I tend to just not stay away from them.
It depends, because you have the happy drunks that you're like, that's awesome. Like, they're just having a good time. Their life couldn't be any better. Then you have the sad drunks, like your friend after a breakup who's a little emotional and just like, we're going to talk a lot tonight. And then you just have the aggressive drunks who are trying to fight in the bar, or like when someone bumps into them, they're like, you got a problem? And I'm like, they didn't even see you, man. Like, relax.
Well, you try to ease. A lot of times people are like heavy shot drinking, things like that. The order around next round up, pretend like maybe I don't hear them. Try to space it out for them a little bit longer. When it gets to the point that it's belligerence or things like that, you got to go. But there's little ways you can get around. People constantly taking shots. Fall by a couple times, just don't do it. Pretend like you didn't hear them. And then try to space it out a little bit as well.
I usually do not get drunk in public. Usually I'm the responsible one of the group, so I have to stop. But as far as drunk people being around me, it's either annoying or it's funny. I feel like there's no in between.
Yeah, if they talk to me like it's music, hey, how are you? That type of thing. But yeah, it's just like I feel like you're too drunk to even like, are you going to remember this or not? So it's really.
Got cut off in a bar one time before I even got a drink. I remember that.
Well, the first time that happened to me, I remember, and I've always said this, I never let it happen again. But anytime you have to go and find a tree or something and get it out of your stomach, man, you done had a little too much to drink, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that happened.
There's one instance where I danced in the B-Dubs parking lot without my shirt on, but it was my birthday, and we're past double-digit shot count at this point, so I just feel like I get a free pass on that one, too. There's nothing I could do. Someone pulled up their car, one of my so-called friends pulled up their car and cranked up the music just to instigate the whole situation because he knew what was going to happen.
First time it happened to me, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Waking up the next day and you're like, man, what happened?
What happened? Yeah.
Last thing I remember is coming into the club.
Yeah.
I don't remember nothing after that.
I used to work at a place where we're all black, and so I'd be at bar after work drinking. I'd go outside to smoke a cigarette, or one time someone came up and showed me their ID. I had to sit outside for an hour just IDing people coming in and out. So I'm just sitting there smoking. So and things like that.
And one of the best things you could always do too, and I've done this before. If I know that I'm too intoxicated to get out on the road before I take the life of somebody else or myself, I just take the keys out the ignition, put them down the floorboard of the car, and I just sit there and sleep it off.
Yeah. Definitely water. I give them some water. Just tell them, just maybe like pace themselves, and just kind of like keep an eye on them.
So if you think your local bar has what it takes to be on Bar Zone, make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. Till next time.